It's no secret by now, we all know that there are a lot of changes that are happening in America or in the United States of America, and things are not looking well. Things are looking really bad for everyone right now, except for a particular group of people. And I'm doing this video because I am my channel focuses most on people who are trying to relocate or people who have already relocated. And I'm sharing their stories. And I know that there are people who are in the United States who are moving here and there. But ever since President Trump, who is president of the United States for the second time since January the 20th, has done a lot of changes in just a few days as president. His inauguration came with a lot of things that are shocking the world, that are still shocking you and me, but especially people who are moving for business, who are trying to relocate either for school or studies or whatever. And if you're holding a green card, you might want to watch this video even more and concentrate on it. And if you are not, let's just talk about immigration, or, you moving from one place to another, especially if you're coming from the USA into Uganda or into Africa, or if you're in Latin America. To my knowledge, most Latino America, do they call it like that? Yes, like countries like Mexico. There are so many things that are now banned for now until further notice from entering the USA since President Trump became president for the second time. My name is Lynn Zabu, and this is Lynn Zab's World. In case it's your first time to see me, please make sure you subscribe. We talk all about inspiration. We talk about inspiration, immigration, relocating, building. We just talk basically about any other thing. This is not usually my kind of content, but I'm going to talk about it or have my 2 cents about it because I have viewers that are watching me from the USA who probably are green card holders, who probably want to come back to Uganda. So this is why I'm having this video today. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always returning and always watching my video. And this video is not political. It is for educational purposes only and only, and for information purposes only and only. And if I say something that is out of context, please let me know respectfully. Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, so let's start the video. I have one subscriber of mine who I get to talk to on a personal level, and she was asking me my 2 cents about the current situation in the United States of America, where executive orders are signed like in a blink of an eye. In my perspective, or in my brain, I always thought that America was like the most democratic country and everything has to be discussed first or passed through laws and through courts and through bills. But the current president is proving me and the entire world otherwise. There are so many things that the current president is proving to the rest of us otherwise. We thought it was the dreamland. Everybody dreams of going to America, but hey, are you guys okay? Like, honestly, are you okay? I don't know. Are you okay? Anyway, a few days ago, I was trying to burn off my garbage, and I ended up burning myself. Like, a polythene bag just busted. I don't know what I had put in it, and it just splitted all over my hand. And yeah, I ended up with this. So I know in the comments you might want to ask me, so what happened to your finger? Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway. Lately, if you're a green card holder, everybody, we've been trying so much. Every year at around October, they tell us or teach us how to apply for a green card. A green card is attained through a lottery, is attained through marriage. Like if you marry an American person, you get a green card. Or if you get a job, if you go there maybe on a visa, and for some reason, which is a rare case, you end up being a student or employed there, you might get a green card. But once you have a green card, there are always terms and conditions to that green card. For example, you have to have no criminal record. You have to have a place to stay. You have to be either married or employed. You know the rules of having a green card. And that means you're secure, and that means you're likely to get citizenship of the United States of America. So here is the thing. For the last 1 week, people who have green cards have, for the past few years, if you are born in America, you would automatically become an American citizen, which is not the case anymore, or is not going to be the case anymore, because everything is still now under review or so. But knowing the president that I know, yes, you're not going to be a citizen of the United States of America just because you're born there. And for you to hold a green card was a privilege and a sure deal that you're going to get citizenship, but it's not anymore. Because lately, people are being detained at the airport. Why? For example, if you're Ugandan and you have a green card, it doesn't matter what type of green card, whether it's a spouse, well, it doesn't matter whether it is of 2 years or 10 years, it doesn't matter what type of green card you have. If you use that green card to travel from your country, from the USA to your country, usually what they do, because they do not want to use their own passports, you know, they usually want to use the passport of that country so that they dodge the visa fees that apply to that country. For example, if you're coming to Uganda as a foreigner, if you're not from East Africa, East Africa, I mean Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and South Sudan, and Democratic Republic of Congo, I think. I don't know. No, not with the Democratic is out of it. But those countries that I've mentioned, if you're coming from there, no need, you just get the visa at arrival. And if you're coming from the USA as well, but if you're the citizen of USA or anywhere else, you need to get a visa to Uganda, whether it's on arrival, whether it is applying before, but you need to get a visa to actually come to Uganda. So what they do, because they are trying to avoid those visas, those visas, they use the USA passport instead, or the US green card instead. Now when they're getting back into the USA, then they use the green card to get the stamp. So what Trump and his administrations are doing is to ask you, so how did you go out and how are you coming back like this? So if you get out of the United States on a green card, make sure you go back on a green card. If you're holding 2 passports, if you are traveling on 2 documentations, you're more likely to get detained, and your green card is going to be cancelled. Your green card is going to be cancelled. If you don't believe me, you can Google it, you can TikTok it, because there are so many people who are being detained. But let's talk about, if it happens to you, what are you going to do? That's my main concern. You know why I'm talking about it is because most people choose to go to the USA searching for greener pastures, and most of the time they leave when they have sold everything that belonged to them, the house, the goats, whatever that they had down here in Africa. They always tend to sell it off for the American dream. So now, if your American dream comes crashing down, what are you going to do? Like, what next? So this is the time for anyone who is in the USA for anyone who is in the diaspora for that matter. It doesn't matter which kind of diaspora, but if you're in the diaspora, this is the perfect time for you to think, contemplate, and know that things change anytime. I know things change home as well, but home will always be home. And it's time for you to focus more on creating resources that you can count on or lean on when things don't go right. Because I know there are those people who are holding green cards who are going to be deported and they will have nowhere to start because life was looking upright for them in America. Now you could be in Sweden, you could be in, I don't know where you are. If you have the papers, well and good, but that does not stop you from having a backup. It doesn't have to be something like massive or huge, you know, but think about home. Because we have this mentality that home is the worst place when it actually is not. You know, like it's not as good as in America. You earn money in dollars, but you spend that money. And when you come back home to nothing, that's when you will understand that it is important to have a backup plan back home, because no one will deport you back here. I don't even know if this video is making sense, but I hope it is. I'm so overwhelmed by everything that is happening. The LGBTQ, then there's just so many things that are happening all at the same time. There is just so many wars. There is just so many plane crashes. There is just so many. It is just so much. So if you're there, please, I'm not saying leave. I'm not saying it is a bed of roses, because every person has a particular reason as to why they went wherever they are. But wherever you are, please think about investing back home. I am an advocate of this because I know that at one point if you're not lucky enough, like I wasn't lucky, you will return home to misery. And now you have the, how do you call it? You have the chance, the opportunity to invest back home. I know there are people who leave Uganda. I'll not come back. I'll not do this. I know one person in social media who went and changed her entire personality. She cut off her boobs. She did hormonal therapy. Now she has beards. She's a man totally. But then Trump is saying, now I can only recognize 2 genders, you know? So if you didn't have a backup plan and things get really bad, what will you do? You know? And like I said, this video is not to criticize anyone or point fingers at anyone, but I want us to be realistic when making decisions to permanently move into other people's countries, because thing is, they assume we are homeless. Well, let me tell you, in Uganda, for someone to be homeless, they still have ancestral homes. In most cases, if they are not like total orphans, it's a choice they've made. Because if it's for example, most people who are in Kampala and they're homeless, they have ancestral homes where they can go back and nobody will chase them away from there. But because they assume that in town is where life happens and it's only in town, so things become a bit tight and they end up homeless. But I can assure you, when you're homeless in America, I saw a video of someone on TikTok saying, "Hi guys, this is me in the morning. I'm going to pee. Fortunately, my sister let me sleep outside her house." What? There's so many things I will not understand. But let me know in the comment section, what's your take on green cards and what do you think people should do? Because people are confused on what to do, and I am not an expert of these kinds of topics. I am just airing it out. I don't know what to do with all the information that I have, that I think if I say them, they may cause controversy. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Maybe we can take it from here. But just to remind you, home is good. It may not be a bed of roses or you earning a lot of dollars like you are, but it's still very important for you to know that the next 4 years, yeah, they are going to be 4 years and you're going to feel them. Other than that, guys, let me see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. My energy is a bit low today. I'm trying to get back on my feet after a few blows in my face. Let me see you in another one. Bye.